Even with the world falling apart, even with our horrible politicians, our president, the fucked up supply chains, the quote unquote food shortage that we're gonna see, the baby formula shortage, inflation going through the roof, and everything else in this world that is pretty much once in a lifetime generational thing that we're just getting dumped on. It's important to understand that we as normal human beings cannot control that. Unless you're in a place of power that can, then shame on you for not trying hard enough. But us as normal people cannot control that. And I know these situations can cause a lot of stress and anxiety in a lot of people's lives because what's next? How do I get out? How do I find a house? How can I afford this? My job doesn't pay enough. This and that. I'm too old to learn something new. It creates a bunch of fear into people. But the thing is, for me, I would like people to understand that you cannot control outside forces. So if Joe Biden is a horrible president and he's just spending money recklessly and doing all this stupid shit out of pocket, and all these people are doing all this dumb shit out of pocket, you can't control it. You can't call him and say, hey, you need to act right. We need to get this under control. You can't call him. You can't call Jerome Powell. You can't call any of these people. All you could do is focus on your actions. Yes, I agree. A lot of things that are going on are absolutely stupid and they probably are driven from ego and status, but it's important to understand in life the only thing you can control is your actions, the way you react to the world, right? Because if you give your power to the outside forces, you will never have power over yourself. And that's when true magic happens, when you can be in a disaster, everything falling apart, fire around you, and you're in peace because you've done everything with pure intentions and you've tried to do everything best for you, the people around you, and your family, of course. And I know it's hard because you go on YouTube and everybody uses scare tactic, and I use it sometimes. It's like, oh my God, it's over, the world's falling apart, everybody's gonna die, flames, and all negative $900,000 million. They get you to click because they do the same thing as media. It's a fear-driven agenda because people act off of fear, not love, and that's the same thing as the media. So I get it. Everywhere you're looking at right now is like doom and gloom and this and that. Maybe take that as some time to get to know yourself. Instead of spending all your time on YouTube or the media or any of that stuff, ask yourself like, hey, what did I do today? How do I feel about what I did? What could I do better? Again, the only thing we can control is our actions and what we put out. Everything coming towards us, like the politicians, the war in Ukraine, the inflation, the supply shortages, the baby formula shortage, the I can't afford a house, this and that, because of all outside forces coming at you, you can't let that affect the inside of you. Because once you do, everything around you has control over you. And I know it's easier said than done, and nobody ever is going to be perfect at this because, well, nobody is ever perfect. It's a game of constantly getting better every single day, right? You want to wake up and say, I want to be better than yesterday. Like maybe yesterday you caught yourself doing it like 5 times. Something happened outside. Like maybe you heard the president speak on the Great Depression that's coming, or you seen a kid get blown up in Ukraine or something, or you seen no baby formula and it evoked you and it made you so mad that it threw you off your whole day. That's okay to a point, but you have to learn from it. So the next day, if you see something like that, you just have to be like, hey, it is what it is. I can only control my actions because that's what true power comes from. And I know we live in a crazy time right now. Everything is falling apart. Stock market, crypto, housing, the whole damn world essentially. But do not let yourself fall apart when everything else is. Because if you do not let yourself fall apart when everything else is, you will come out a way better person at the end. Financially, spiritually, emotionally, everything, literally every aspect of it. If you can manage yourself in the heat of the moment, in the madness, when it becomes normal again, because it will, the stock market will go back up, crypto will go back up, the housing will, be stable, and the economy will go back to normal one day. One day. It's not going to be coming soon. We're in a big problem right now. But my humble opinion on the solution is work on yourself now. Learn to master yourself and your actions and your thoughts through the madness. And once the good days come, it's going to be so much easier. But anyways, guys, my name is Derek with Flip and Drip. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you guys learn something new. I hope you guys try something new. I hope you guys push your limits. And I just hope you guys continue to grow. That's a mission here. But nonetheless, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.